Hi, welcome to BC Triple D&D. This is a pre-recorded message for the episode, The Moon, based on the star, because we didn't actually record an intro or the first, 5 minutes of the campaign. So this is the intro, and we'll stitch them together. Enjoy.
This is Kamryn. She plays an orc whose name is Stacey Smom. She's great.
Yeah.
I'm the D&D.
You're the D. She is D&D, in fact.
DM of this.
It stands for Daily Dish Up. Yeah, and I am playing as Flanky Tankye, the elf wizard.
Okay.
Let's just recap. We're in space. We landed on a moon. We're wearing dope suits.
Yep. And
I am Flanky Tankye,
Flanky Tankye.
elf wizard.
And Kamryn is
Stacey's Smom.
Stacey Smom. And we have Captain Solomon, who's pretty much Wreck-It Ralph. We have a medical man named Harrington III, who is a dwarf who looks exactly like Benedict Cumberbatch. And we have a scientist named Francesca, who is a gnome, who is 5'4", so she's the tallest of the clan. And she has real thick hair.
5'4" and tall don't usually go together, but I'll take it.
But for a gnome, anyway.
You're so tall, Kamryn. You're so tall.
Crash landed on a foreign planet. So while is that canon? What we just talked about, or no?
Yeah.
Where you get your head stuck in it.
Yes.
No, it's just like a vision I had of
Yes.
shit,
No,
what if I
it's-
do that? Or Solomon, he sees that I'm wearing sunglasses in my helmet, he's like, oh gosh,
Yeah,
this is the possible future.
I love that. Okay, so I need y'all to make a perception check.
How do you do that?
Just roll a d20, baby.
And then
Okay.
add your modifier.
What's the mono? Where's my...
We should just get you a character sheet, homie, like a real deal character sheet.
Yeah, I'm better
So
with
the paper's
things
just in front of you.
Yeah. What do
So perception is, what does that say? Initiative, proficiency bonus. Where is perception on here?
Perception is above performance. It's a wisdom.
Oh, so you have +1. So you
I got
got a
10.
10? What did you get?
I got 14 plus 2, 16. I almost said 20. 14 plus
Yeah,
2,
just
20.
20.
14 plus 2, 20. Okay, so, Stacey, since you're literally the only thing that you can see is, you've got, your whole bowl is full of hair, and then you got your 2 eyeballs.
Of course,
You
yeah.
can't see nothing. But Hanky, out of the corner of your eye... Flanky, excuse me, my bad. You see, a red kind of snake-like figure in the ground.
I'm a
Be like,
snake.
bruh, there's a snake, and I'm gonna go try to grab it.
Okay. So
Or
you
poke
go you go try to poke it, and it kind of rears back, but then is really curious, so it starts to sniff you.
Is it like an animal? Or is it like rocks? Like, what is it?
By what you
life
can tell,
form?
it looks like a gooey, sticky red snake looking thing.
Okay.
But it does not have a head. It just kind of has little sensors. It's kind of like a flat pad with little sensors on the bottom, and it's just kind of wiggling off into you don't know where.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, sup, dude, you want some candy? And I'm gonna pull one of the strawberry ones because it's red and it matches the
Don't
snake.
give him the red ones. Give him the root beer barrels.
No, I like those ones. I'm saving them for me. And I unwrap it and I put it near to its sniffer so it can eat it.
And it kind of sniffs it, and then it kind of looks up at you like, what the fetch, I don't have a mouth, why are you doing? And it just kind of keeps sniffing.
See, you wasted a strawberry.
And you didn't eat it yet, and I pop it in.
And then it kind of looks up at you, and then it kind of starts sniffing around, and it goes to you, Stacey. What do? It just kind of is sniffing around you.
I want to pet it.
Okay, so you reach out to pet it, and it kind of is purring a little bit. It's not purring, it's vibrating. Every time you touch it, you can feel the vibration, and you're like, okay.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm gonna name him Snarly Chon.
And now I'm going to name him Vibrator.
I'm gonna kill you.
What did you say? By what?
Vibrator?
By. I thought you said vibrator. I was like,
We'll
what's
go
that?
with Vibrator.
Hey, Brader, come here. And I'm gonna try to pick him up to put him on my shoulder like a parrot.
So you
Vibrators!
you put both your hands around its juicy, thick neck, and like it's vibrating, and you kind of get weirded out. But you go to like put it up, and then all of a sudden, it just like snakes off and goes into a crater like 10 feet away from you.
Aw, dang it. Goodbye, Bob Prater. Goodbye, Prater.
It's Bob Prater. That's the full name. Bob
Yeah.
Prater.
No, I know. I was making a pun of goodbye, bye, Prater. Goodbye, bye, Prater.
The best possible outcome.
I'm gonna look to Solomon and say, do we have time for me to try to catch him?
Solomon says, we actually need to find a place to hang out until we can get to the top of the moon. So, maybe go check things out.
It really feels like we're having a Western in space right now. I love it.
This is
Cowboy Bebop.
What's the there's a new show, West World. It's about robots in space.
Yeah,
Western robots.
Yeah.
That's
okay, so he said we need to find like somewhere to camp.
Yeah, camp out, preferably at the top of the moon. You guys are about, I would say, 50 miles. Let's say like 4 miles from the top of the moon.
Okay, good. That'll take us
From
like an hour and a half.
From Francesca's point of view.
Cool.
Or from her little...
We'll be like, well, we might as well start walking to the mountain.
I hope you got your cardio in, babes, because I didn't. Let's do this.
Okay, I just have to know, does Stacey, can she just, run forever and just, like, is she,
She can run. She's a slow runner, though. She's more of a jogger.
Oh, okay.
More of the bounce
She
while
doesn't
walking.
do cardio. She works all on she works on muscle. So she's slow, but if she just goes at a steady pace,
Well,
she can
Flanky
keep going.
Tankye is great at cardio.
Sick. Alright, so y'all start heading up to the top of the moon.
Yeah.
And, you guys, make another perception check.
I would just like to say that Flanky Tankye the whole way is looking for more craters with weird gummy snakes in them.
Okay, so
I got
make
11.
Okay, you got an 11?
perception.
So you still can't see nothing. All you can see is the
Curse
moon.
my height.
I got
I'm 6'9" is useless.
10 plus 2, 12.
Okay, so you also don't really see too much, but you get the feeling that you're being watched, almost. And as you keep passing some of these craters, it's been about, an hour, let's say, and, how do you feel like you guys interact with the group? Let's do that really quick. How do you feel like you guys interact with everybody?
I like everyone here.
I'm gonna give everyone a hard candy. And then they're like, bro, we can't eat this because of our fishbowl heads. And then I take a bag. Or I'll just be like, you guys keep it for later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, this is what I'm gonna do. I take the piece of candy, I put it in my bra, and I put my finger to my lips. Shh, I'll save it for later, sweetie. Thank you.
No problem, ma'am. And then the whole time, Flanky Tankye's trying to get them in to do a group camp song.
Okay, what kind of group camp song is this?
I know you've never. Let me just play you a little bit of probably copyrighted.
How would we do?
This is
once was a farmer.
Oh gosh. This is one my family would sing a lot,
sweet,
where you
thank
make
you.
up the insides and you sing the chorus together, right?
Okay.
Here is the bass of it, but he is singing it instead of pirates. He's singing spacemen. Sorry, it's an ad.
Oh, I was like, what is this?
This is some bop, I'll tell you that.
It's such a long ad. I didn't know Wish was still around. Okay.
And now it's time for silly songs with Laddie.
Oh my
The
gosh.
show where Laddie and Mr. Lunt pull together
Make up the
Mr.
infamous
Lunt's
gag of scallywags.
the pirates.
Spaceman.
Yeah. We are the pirates. But he's trying to get him to say spaceman.
I resent that.
And let's say that Harrington III kind of is clapping along, and he's like,
We are the spacemen who don't do anything. We just stay at home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything.
I resent that.
Francesca, go!
I'm not doing that.
I'll fill it in for her. Well, I never liked hard candy, and I never liked to walk, and I never liked anybody more than Solomon, and I have a hairy back, and I like to lick my cheese.
Francesca's just like, that wasn't very nice, okay?
I'm gonna look at her with my sunglasses,
Francesca,
and then like that in my sunglasses.
Francesca, I got a few wise words for you.
What?
Quit being a grouch.
I'm a dad.
And you actually can't tell if she's pooping her pants or crying. But the captain is sitting there
Baby,
like,
are
I like the song,
Baby,
please
are you
more.
constipated? I can give you some ammonia.
And Francesca just looks at you and she taps her fishbowl and she's like, couldn't take it, sweetie. Anyway, so she's kind of mean to you. And you guys almost make it to the top of the moon, and all the while, Barry kind of like falls asleep in between.
Who
your
the fetch is
breasts.
Barry?
Sorry, I keep seeing Med Bag Harrington the Third, and so I was like, oh, Harrington Bag Barry. Anyway, okay. So Harrington the Third just kind of falls asleep in between your breasts. It's like it's a nice, comfy place.
They're real soft.
Soft anyway.
All natural.
I love how we explicitly said that the spacesuits are form fitting, so it's not like it's like
each boob has
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like
each boob has its own-
tailored measured the diameter.
Each has its own ecosystem.
It's like the
Little
crevice,
humidifier.
like the cleavage is like a really thick place so that he can just sit right there.
Well, she has like wide set boobs where you know how some people have like the gap in between their
Yeah.
boobs? I don't.
Me
but
my whole
she
life.
does.
Yeah, thank you.
She does. That's sick. Okay, so he's just asleep. And then you can kind of get the tell that Francesca's like on the verge of like falling asleep on Solomon's shoulder, but she's like she like nod off and then she'll and then she'll press some buttons on her little thing. Anyway, and then how do you feel like Flanky Tankye is? What's his name?
Flanky Tankye.
How do you feel like Flanky Tankye's doing at the end of this?
I mean, it's only been an hour and a half. Is
he still singing?
He's changed songs, but yeah, he realized not everyone was part of it, so now he's just singing
It's
like
like
Kumbaya to himself.
Kumbaya,
kind of sadly,
my
like,
lord.
are these really my friends?
How is Stacey doing?
Stacey's great. She's very nurturing type. She wants kids, but she has fertility issues. So every time she gets to hold anybody,
She's
like real
I
happy.
like this. Oh, that's so cute.
That's so cute.
Okay, so y'all make it to the top of the moon, and Francesca is like nudged awake, and Solomon puts his hand out. She jumps in his hand, and he puts her on the ground, and she gets her little thing set up. She's sitting with like on her knees, and she has like a little circle of all of her things, and she's just clickety clack 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 clack, and then she puts, okay, I will know in about like 20 minutes. If there's gonna ever be a message, like when the message will be sent, and if we'll get a message in return. So we'll just have to wait.
Anybody want to play hacky sacky?
if that's what I think it is, I'm married.
Like you take, he's just like
Not
all
in
right.
this Christian household.
Try to convince the group to play
Hacky
sacky with you.
No, guys, listen. Hacky sacky's so fun. It's just like a real team building exercise, and you really get to know each other personally. And
What can I?
I feel
may
more
I-
skeptical as you keep speaking.
Can I ask what hacky sacky is?
you have to ask it as a character.
Which one would you like?
Whoever's the most question. I'll just keep going. And hacky sacky's so fun because like you get to know yourself better too.
Hey, what the freak is hacky sacky?
Oh, dude, hacky sacky's so dope. First, you sit in like a fetal position, and then you roll around on the ground for like 15 minutes until everyone's crying. And then you're like, wow, what a powerful bond we've made from rolling on the ground in little hacky sackies.
and I think Francesca kind of like looks over her shoulder at you, and like from her little kneeling position, and she's like, "Y'all can do that, just not over here, okay?"
No, you have to participate. And she's small, right?
Yeah, it's very small.
I don't know how tall I am, but I squish her
Okay.
into a ball.
Oh,
and then roll her down the hill. And then I follow.
Down the moon?
Well, we're on like a mountain, right?
But it's like a little crescent, yes.
Yeah,
like
so I push her down the hill, and then I go, whoop, and then follow.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity throw just so you don't kill her.
11.
Oh, okay. Well, you both get sprained ankles, and I'm gonna need you to take 3 points of damage.
Holy shit. Harry!
I really hope that was worth it, baby.
Hacky Saki was not a good idea for my Saki!
And Solomon just kind of runs down there like, hoo, 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 hoo. and he like picks you both up in his arms, in his giant arms, and he's like, "It's okay, I got you."
Can I give him a band-aid?
Thanks,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, and he brings it back to the camp, and Stacey gives him a band-aid.
And it has a lumpy space princess on it.
Cute.
So cute.
We'll make her a Christian, too.
Nice.
No, we'll make her
a lumpy space. Ian.
I'll think of a different religion she'll support.
Nice. All right, so
Come up
y'all
with a
are y'all
random
just
guy.
kind of just gonna sit around now that you tried to play hacky sacky and it didn't go so well?
Yeah, he's singing Kumbaya to himself again.
Wow.
That's just his comfort song at this
Nice.
point.
So at this point, it's kind of quieted down, right? And you're singing Kumbaya to yourself. And what is Stacey doing?
She's, rocking the injured babies.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm just
So
holding both
is
of them.
Harrington the Third still asleep? And you've got
So Harrington's
and
right in the middle, and then I
Francesca.
have Francesca right here, and I have, what's your name again?
Flanky Tankye.
Flanky Tankie's in one arm, Francesca's in the
That's
other,
so
and the
cute.
guy's in the middle, and I'm just, like, rocking them.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
And
Like,
just, like,
this really helps
and
my
just,
sack
like-
feel better.
just humming to them.
Is it just one note like
She doesn't have much
on
range.
my planet, that's how you got the baby to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. However you want it to be. So at this point, Captain Solomon. Yeah, you better check those because I mean you guys got guns, but you better check those soon. Anyway, Solomon just kind of he stands up and he goes to talk to you, Stacey, and he's like, "Hey, Stacey, and then his face goes white,
Who was talking? Harry?
Solomon.
Oh, Solomon.
and his face goes white.
Are you okay, honey?
And he points behind you.
Is she still creating all of us?
Yes.
I
I'm
just
gonna-
gently drop.
I'm gonna try to look behind, but all I see is her right here, and I'm like, it doesn't look that bad. Also, I'm wearing my sunglasses, so it's just like,
Okay.
What?
So you gently send them down, then what?
And then I turn around.
Okay. As
Slowly.
soon as you turn around, you see those little sneaky red things again with the little sniffers on the end, but there's like 100 of them.
friends!
And as you say that, do you like do anything? Like, are you gonna go run to them or what?
I just kind of like YMCA Wyatt. Like, yo, my boys!
as you do that, then you realize that it is all connected to one huge,
Hey, dude.
giant thing.
Oh, we got some corn from a random guy, so if you want corn, we have straight up corn now. So, corn on the cob, yep,
Yeah.
with the leaves. Okay.
And it's connected to this giant like monster.
Oh,
So
like that.
let me just describe this. So as soon as like you say that, they all kind of like recoil, and then all of a sudden
Oh.
from the ground, this huge thing that was like covering itself with dirt, just like the dirt just falls off, and it's really smoky for a second, and then as soon as it stands up and the smoke clears, you see this giant red monster with massive front legs, like tiny back legs, a tail, horns, and its mouth is made up of all of those little tentacle things.
not friends!
And we're rolling initiative.
Oh, nice. Is initiative a D20?
Yeah, 20.
Dang, you use D20 so much.
I got an 18.
I got a 5.
Dang, okay, hold on. 14, 8. Okay, so the order will be... Oh, I need to roll for the monster.
Don't tell me.
We got a 20.
Sheesh.
Okay, so the order will be Monster, Stacey, and then the littles, they're not going to participate in this.
Okay.
They're just gonna
make sure
They don't-
everything's like safe.
They're gonna protect the radio because that's what we need right now.
Cool.
So it'll go Monster, Stacey, Captain, you.
Cool.
And so the monster goes first, actually, and it reaches its tentacles down at both of you and starts squeezing you. And both of you, check your ACs real quick. Well, that's a 1.
Well, I am a 1 plus 11.
11?
So no, that's not your AC, sweetie. On your
But she
character
rolled,
sheet.
so... Oh, I guess, yeah.
No, yeah,
your
it's
character
against
sheet.
your AC.
That's true.
So on your character sheet, it'll say. Oh, I forget how these work.
Is it 13?
13.
Okay. So roll the
So
1.
if someone beats a 13, you get hit.
So it definitely didn't get you. But it has a second attack because it has so many freaking arms that while it was grabbing you, it like missed because there were so many coming your way that it like got in the way, and whenever they would try to wrap around you, then another one would get in the way, and it swipes its massive paw at you, Flanky, for 16?
Yep, that doesn't.
For where's my 10?
You didn't roll a 10.
For 18 damage.
18?
Yeah.
How'd you roll that on a 10-sided dice?
Well, because I am doing it twice.
Dang, yo.
So. Because you guys have 50 points.
Yeah,
what are you at? HP?
29.
29? Ooh. Okay.
Bloody.
And while it does that, it also...
It knocks me on my butt with all the padding, and so I kind of bounce, but I bounce in the wrong way and like crunch my head and fall, like somersault backwards.
Okay, so that is the move. Okay, now it is your turn, Stacey. So if you press these red ones, then you can look at actions and also attacks. I'm not sure. I can't read upside down, but like you can take actions or attacks. So you can look at those and see what you would like to do. But it is a massive thing. So, and you can look and see what kind of weapons you have and inventory and stuff.
Yeah, do you want help?
Yes, please. You can't tell I'm more invested in drawing my characters than actually being an effective, player.
That's fine.
You have a javelin. You have a bunch of javelins, actually, and a great axe, so I equipped those for you.
I want an axe. I want to use my axe.
All right.
Cool. So what you look at to do that is... Okay, so right here you can see all the actions you can do. Is you can do a great axe, which you'll roll, I think, a d20, and then you'll add 5, right?
Okay, we'll do
and
that.
And then the damage you'll do is 1d12 plus 3.
Got it.
Looks like striking damage.
2.
That does not beat the AC. So what were you using? An axe?
An axe.
You were like trying to pull it out, but in doing so, you realized you still had Harrington on your chest, and you were like, "Oh, fetch!" And so,
I forgot you were there.
Instead of using your axe, you actually go set him down close to Francesca. What?
Can I request that instead of setting him down, she just flexes her pecs and he pops out?
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
I
and
work them out every day. There's gotta be something.
It's like like the Rock, how he can just go
And
boom,
bounce
boom, boom,
it?
boom, boom.
Yes.
Yeah, you just go boom, boom, boom. It just goes off.
Absolutely.
And he lands near Francesca, and Francesca is like sobbing now, and she's like, I just need to know this information. She's gathering all of her stuff so that you guys can find a place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
So if during your turn, if you want to take an action and do perception check to find something, then that would be great too. But it's okay right now because you're about to die. So next is Captain, what's his name? Solomon. He goes next, and he has a bow and arrow, but it's like a crossbow, and it's very highly weaponized, and that's a 17, which beats the AC of 16, which I shouldn't have said that out loud. Oops.
Yep.
Anyway,
Thanks.
and he will roll. Wait, where's my 10? He will roll for 2 damage, and it like he just he like shoots it and it's like all cool, like it's spiraling and stuff. But then it just like goes into the nose of one of the things and one of the things falls over.
He's like, there you go.
Okay, and now it is Flanky's turn.
Yes, we are not doing super great team. So I am going to do magic missile and hit all 3 on the big boy.
Okay, roll for AC.
Oh, I don't. It just does it.
Oh.
Because they're missiles. So
Okay,
I just roll damage.
so roll damage.
That'll be a D4 plus 1. That's so wussy. So 4, 5, 5. So 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. It looks like nothing really. Kind of the same thing. You throw those missiles there, it kind of blows up all cool like. And then from the smoke, you see these giant gold eyes, and they just narrow right in your way. And it is now the monster's turn. It is going to swipe all of its tentacles down on the floor at all of you. So, fetch. That's a 5.
Suckle! I duck!
So, yeah, you all fetching use the gravity of the moon and just jump really. It's like those like games where it's a spin you have to jump, and you all just jump over it. But it has a double attack, so it's going to attack again for 16.
Dang it.
Just hit your AC.
Yeah.
Does that hit your AC? I can't remember.
13.
Yes, yes, it does. And it also hits Captain Solomon, but the 2 littles are farther away. And at this time, Harrington is like, I should probably do some healing now. But it's not
That would be great!
So we all take 8 points of damage.
Oh boy.
That's not bad.
How do I get rid of that?
So you go to HP, and then you hit 8.
Put 8 in the box and then say
And then
damage.
do damage, yeah. There you go. Okay, so, and in doing so, he has enough momentum that he, like, has that double strike that he actually flips his tail at you, Stacey.
Oh boy.
So let's see if he hits AC. That's a 7, so nope. So anyway, he failed, and he is super blind.
Yeah.
He can only see with his nose, apparently, even though his super cool gold eyes are there. So now it is your turn, Stacey. You have the advantage.
10?
What are you doing with that 10?
Hurting him.
With what?
My axe!
Okay, but you...
Okay, so roll it and then add your modifiers, which is, I think, plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that would be 15? I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say it doesn't, because we need to get through this. Anyway, so, you hit him, and then roll a D12. I think that's this one, for damage. 4. Okay, so that... He's still fine. He's doing great. He just... you, like, chop off some of his tentacles, but he's still got, like, 97 left.
This is not helping.
Okay, so, at this point, it's Captain Solomon's turn, and he's actually gonna roll perception so that you guys can find a place to go. He rolled a 5, so he's just, like,
We're still on the moon! We're good!
We're still on the moon, everybody! We're all fine, it's fine. And, now it is your
You're
turn.
real helpful.
Okay,
Thank you.
to buy us some time, and because we know that he's telling by sense, and holy fetch, your wig scared me for a second. And sense and not sight, I'm gonna throw all the hard candies in a bunch of directions to throw them off. And
Okay.
confuse them.
And then what are you doing after that?
And
You
then
just
after
running?
that, I'm gonna do, perception to run.
Okay,
For
roll
somewhere to hide.
perception. And I'll give you advantage on this because that was such a good idea to roll the candies.
Thank you. I got 18 plus 1, so, or plus 2, so I got a 20 or a 16. We'll go with 20.
Yeah, okay. So you see that there's actually on the other side of where that little crater that Francesco is sitting at, you see that there's like a little tiny, opening. And
Everybody run for yonder!
and the monster just kind of is like freaking out, like sniffing like everywhere.
Root
And
beer, strawberries, butterscotch, all at the same time?
all at the same time, what is this? And it anyway, its face gets super close to the ground and it's like trying to lick it, you know? Anyway, and y'all just hightail it to this little cave. And as you get in there, you, like, the huge steps of this monster just, like, stop. This alien just kind of stops. Captain Solomon has a little flashlight, and he points it up towards the ceiling so you guys can see pretty good, and he volunteers to go sit by the entrance just to make sure that nothing comes in. But at the back of this cave, you see a symbol, and for some reason, this makes Harrington III just freak out. Like, he is freaking out. He's like, and he's just pointing, and he's just gasping, and he's like, oh.
I'm gonna walk up to the symbol and, like, get all close and scrunchy to it, and, like, try to lick it.
Knew you were gonna do
but
that.
then I realized my glass bowl is here, and I'm like,
you know what happens is you just get this nasty lick streak in your bowl, and you have to deal with that for the rest of the game. You can't, and you're actually blinded for 2 damage points. No,
oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding, don't do that. But yeah, you definitely...
I actually licked my own eyeball. No.
Oh my gosh. You can't see very good, because now you just have this streak of saliva in your in the middle of your...
I'm like, well, can't tell you much.
And he kind of slowly walks up to it, and he has like a little book that he has in his little med bag, and he opens it up, and he flashes it to the very, very last page, and he's just holding it up, comparing it, and it's the same exact symbol. And I almost just said Berry Blue Jeans.
Oh my gosh.
Harrington III is just dumbfounded, and he says, "Guys, I think I found it."
My hard candy? You found more?
No, you idiot, I found it!
Well, you gotta tell us what it is.
It is the guy with the red balloon.
And at this point, Francesca's kind of set up her... What? She set up her own little thing in the corner, and she kind of gets interested too, and she stands up from all of her little equipment, and she kind of walks over, and she's like, "No way!" And Harrington just kind of turns around, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he goes to, like, tell you everything that he knows about this. And this book, I have not written it out, but this book says this holy symbol is the symbol of the marksmen, which were the very last people to ever live on this planet before it got destroyed. And the marksmen were a secret group of people who only had one purpose in life, and it was to blow up the star and catch it on fire. And there is said in lore in this book, there is said to be a chest that contains more information about all of them, because all you know about the marksmen is from this tiny little paragraph in this book that Harrington III has. So now you know, in lore, there might be a chest somewhere.
Yo, gold! Hey, question, Harry. Do you think these ancient people had candy? Because I am depleted out of my stock.
You're kidding! As I'm munching on the candy.
Where'd you get that?
And you like have
You're
to...
almost
you
out!
have to do, and it's just like your huge head, and you're just like,
hair
I
is
saved it
getting
in my hair! Because it's like in a fishbowl, right? Oh my gosh, anyway. And so, Harrington III just kind of looks up at you, and he's like, according to this book and all of the calculations in it, I've read a lot of things about the marksmen, and there won't be just candy in there. There'll be gold, there'll be books, there'll be everything. And maybe even whole civilizations worth of food and, like, equipment that we can use to get off this gosh dang
It's nice
moon.
that we have one person in this group that isn't just southern.
Competent.
And
Thanks,
so
Benny Cumber.
anyway, yeah, pretty much. And so anyway, he is just so excited, and you guys kind of are looking around, and you can kind of see, like, there might be some places that hold a chest, and there's like a rock off to the side that maybe someone really strong can move, or maybe there's like a little you can start digging
I can
places.
move the rock.
Okay, use the strength and just roll a d20. It's fine by modifiers.
15.
Wow, that was pretty good. So you move the rock and you find the chest, and
oh dang.
that's where it was. It's actually in this box, and I don't mean to be sacrilegious or anything, but it's like the box that the Book of Mormon was in, so it like won't get damaged.
Oh, like a
right?
stone,
like a stone box, and there is just the tiniest little chest you've ever seen in your whole life.
Bro, it's like your closet, Francesca.
And she just kind of looks up at you. She's like, "Okay, that was pretty funny."
Yeah. I'm gonna go to fist bumper.
And she like jumps as high as she can, and she just barely taps like beep. Yeah. And so she climbs down there. She grabs a chest and she hands it to you, Stacey. And Stacey, you put it on the ground. And
why'd she hand it to Stacey? Stacey will crush it in her hands.
I'm gentle when I need to be.
Okay.
and you guys set it on the ground, and Harrington actually looks pretty sad. He's like, I thought that it would be a lot bigger because a whole civilization's worth of the marksmen. There's not a lot in here, I don't think.
Harry, I get you, but maybe it's like that old song where the people had treasure buried and they were like, we're gonna take it, and then they were like, we'll share, and they're like, we don't want to share, we just want to have it, and so they kill all the people and bury their treasure, and it was like peace on earth, goodwill to men, or whatever. Maybe it's like that. Like, there's a little note that just says, the pure happiness is the friendship we made along the way.
And he just kind of looks at you. He's like, honestly, if it really says that, then I'm going to consider taking this helmet off right now and jumping into space. He's just like, just kidding. But anyways, and
we'll pat him on his helmet. Like, there, little dude.
He goes to open it, and as he opens it, there's just like, you guys have to like use a hammer or something. Anyway, you open it, and there's just this tiny little like notebook of paper, and he opens it up.
Wants to play MASH.
And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did this."
I can't believe it.
And you go to like open it and read it, and at this time, Captain Solomon kind of comes over too, and everyone's kind of gathered around, and he reads this note out loud, and he says,
oh my gosh, it was the real treasure was the friendship we made along the way.
It says that, but it also says something else. At the very top, it says, the real treasure is the friendship you make along the way. But also,
screw that!
And he's like, I'll skip to the good part. And he skips to the end where it says, this is the only thing left of the marksmen. The marksmen were created.
Please be a baby arrow.
The marksmen were created to destroy this planet for the one and only who could come and save the whole world. It is the sign of his birth.
Is this based on the star?
It is based on the
I
star.
thought that at the very fetching beginning.
And
I don't know why.
And Harrington kind of sits
Wait,
back.
like the Star of
Bethlehem.
The Star of Bethlehem.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yo!
you guys are on the star and you found the last piece of the marksman. But
Dig, so do we need to set this place now, or like?
And there's nothing else on the paper, but as Harrington finishes reading this piece of paper, Francesca's equipment starts beeping. So she goes over there and she's checking it out. She's click, 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 clack, and then it just goes silent, and she just perks up really quickly with shock and panic and tears in her eyes.
Good,
and she
homie?
says, guys, it's gonna take a while.
For what?
Well, to send our message and to get help. It's gonna take a long while.
Like 20 minutes a while, or like 14 hours a while?
Try 3 million light years.
And he curses in Elvish.
He what? He curses in Elvish?
Yeah.
And as she says that, y'all kind of look at each other and realize that you're stranded on this planet until you can find somewhere else. But as you go to make a plan, a giant golden eyeball appears in the mouth of the cave.
This punk.
And that is the end of this story.
I was ready to magic miss salad.
And just a tiny little epilogue scene, if you will.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Francesca did send the message, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one day, in a small classroom on the planet Earth in the year 2017, you see a girl sitting at a desk, and she's alone in the classroom, and you get the sense that maybe she came a little early to class that day. And the professor walks in and notices her and says, "What are you doing here so early?" And this girl, she's kind of a little embarrassed, and she says, "Well, I didn't really have anywhere else to go, and I just was excited for class today." And he says, "Well, I think you'd be really excited to hear what I found out." And she kind of like looks at him, and she's like, "What?" And he places a pack of papers on her desk, and she just kind of looks at it and says, "What is this?" He's like, this is a message from space that we've received yesterday. And NASA launched it out on the internet, and I thought you would be the one that you would like to see it." And she reads the story of this brave crew that's going to, because, you know, Francesca was marking everything, and she was saying everything like, "Oh,
Right.
now we're putting on our suits, now we're doing this." And she reads the record of the coolest people in the whole world, and she'll never know what happened to them.
Dang.
The end.
Aww. Wow.
Yeah! So it's based off the star.
Nice. So cute.
Clap, clap, clap.
That was really fun.
Well, good. I had a lot of fun with the whole hand in the butt crack, hand in the thing. So.
Also, I realized I have mage hands, so if the glasses ever fell off, I could just mage hand them back
You
on.
totally could.
I didn't even need to sniff my own butt hand.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, sorry. I felt like